Runway says hour to get in.
Wait, which one? That looks like T-Rex to me.
45 minutes. Well, you know where you're
That one, that doesn't look like T-Rex.
Oh, yeah, but that was fun.
Hey. Hello. Look at him.
There's no one here anymore.
You must have got here early enough. Yeah. I think it's good they put it over 2 days.
I love T-Rex.
Because the other one's hey, that looks like T-Rex.
Which I know a lot of our customers.
Oh, this one, this color, that's T-Rex. He's stuck in there. The tail looks like a worm. Eastern blue tongue. That was very hard to see. What the? So expensive. Look at that snake right there. He's trying to get out. Like, let me out. He's so cute.
It's actually
Well, I haven't heard about that one.
$450.
That's T-Rex.
T-Rex. That looks like
Yeah, that looks like him. They're so cool.
Oh, some of them do connect, but it's to do with their blood. Cold-blooded. Beautiful. Do you know what it means to be cold-blooded? Tree frog. Have a look at these massive eyes. Do you think she comes out at daytime or nighttime? Nighttime. And do you know what the special word for being active at nighttime is? These guys will all be running amok in the backyard. You walk straight past her, you wouldn't even notice her. Now, guys, your cat or your dog goes up to a bowl of water and laps it up. But you guys know how it is that this young lady drinks her water? Absorbs it through her skin. So if you girls have perfume or soap on your hands, or if us lads were helping Dad mow the lawns earlier on, we touched her with petrol on our fingers, she would absorb that and that would poison her. So if you ever see a frog in your backyard, it means your backyard is spotlessly clean. And if you decide you want to touch that frog, wet your fingers with plain water, then that's all it is that she will absorb. Exactly. Now she spends most of her day in the water. Because of this, each toe is very, very wet. It's like having a set of flippers on the end of each leg. So when she's in the water, she can swim really, really fast. But guys, do you remember I said reptiles are cold-blooded and they need to get warm before they do their daily business? If she spends most of her day in a cold pond, how do you suppose it is she gets warm to do her daily business? Exactly. She uses these claws to climb up out of the water, up onto a rock or a log, and she sits in the sun for a little while. Once she's made herself nice and warm, then she'll plop back into the water and she swims around, she eats all the plants and the seaweed and whatnot that you get in the pond. Because of this, she doesn't have teeth like you or me, or sharp teeth like your cat or dog. She's just got one blade on the bottom jaw and one blade on the top jaw. It's like having a nice little set of scissors that she can take a perfect bite-sized piece out of that plant. Now, do you want to hear something bad about Stinky? Even down there when turtles are climbing up onto the rock or log, they sometimes slip. They fall, they land on their back and they have trouble flipping back over again. But the long-necked turtles can flip over, no dramas at all. They've got a really cool trick. Do you want to see that trick? All right, let's pretend she's climbing up onto her rock or log. Oh, you're in trouble now. Here comes an eagle and a cat and a dog. Oh, well done. Now, guys, this is full. Stay back, guys. This is full speed ahead. If we had intentions to catch her and eat her, she'd be really easy to catch. But she has an awesome trick that stops us from eating her. Do you guys know what that trick might be? Yes, no?
She tracks her body into a shell.
Exactly. You see, us humans have all the soft, mushy stuff on the outside and our skeleton on the inside. This young lady has all the soft, mushy stuff on the inside, and listen to this. Her skeleton on the outside. So she gets really frightened, just like you said. She'll pull her head and her legs and everything into that shell, and that cat or dog or eagle or whatever's giving her a hard time will come up and go, forget about it and leave. But every now and then, that animal that's giving her a hard time does not stop giving her a hard time. Why do you think her name might be Stinky? Why do you think? Almost, you're on the right track. She's got a gland out of this armpit and a gland out of that armpit, and just like a skunk. If she gets really frightened, she looks at that predator and goes, you asked for this, mate. There you go, that predator goes, dude, you stink on it. Each of you have been out in the sun way too long. So I'm going to bring Stinky around. You can give her a tap on the shoulder, touch her wherever you like. Be gentle with the old girl. I've had her for 11 years and I bought her as an adult from the RSPCA. But I know they live a long time. I don't know how old she is. Some of my friends have got turtles that are 44 years old. So be gentle with her. She's got little eyes like you and me. So obviously she does her business at daytime. Her eyes to eat her. Because she spends so much time in the sun, And in the water, she's normally covered in slime. But she lives in a pond with a big slime-eating catfish, which is forever hitching rides on her back. She was one of the first reptiles I ever had anything to do with. Now, this particular young lady I'm about to get is a very, very common skink. Most of you guys will have one in your backyard. And if you haven't seen one before, it won't be long until you do. Now, Goldie here is a 30-year-old skink. Is going to give us a hint as to what type of lizard she is in probably 4 seconds. It's a bit cold this morning. So see if you can work out what she is. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go, a blue tongue. And why do you suppose she called a blue tongue? Because she's got a blue tongue, a bit of a trick question here. Now, can you guys see the short, stumpy legs? That's the indication that she does not run fast. Normally animals that run fast have really got a long set of legs so they get moving. She has little eyeballs like you and me, so she does her business at daytime. And guess what she eats for a living? It's so gross. She eats snails and slugs. To you and me, that's yuck. Look, Mum and Dad spent a version of what you guys would see around here. Up here, they're a little bigger. The further north, they're bigger again. Attitude to go with it. How cute is she? Is she beautiful? Oh, silly me, that's not her, that's her. About this guy a little different. Check out the length of his legs. Do you think Mushu can really run fast? My word. Do you see his big toes and claws? Do you reckon he can run straight up a tree if he had to? Yep. Notice that I picked him up with a tail because he doesn't drop his tail like the other lizards. His tail is like my leg. If it comes off, ouch, and it's not growing back in a hurry. Now Mushu is yellow like the sand where he lives in the middle of Australia. And he's got all this loose skin under his chin. The beard that he puffs out, that's why he's called a bearded dragon, gets his nickname from, or his name. If a predator approaches him, he'll puff out all that loose skin and he'll puff up his body. Like he's doing it right now because I just woke him up and he's going, are you kidding me? We're doing this again? So he's kind of telling me in lizard language, I don't want to do this right now, Dad. I'm not really happy about this, but he'll be right in about 1 minute. Now, he will puff his body up and show all the spikes and make himself look really scary, and that predator go, you know what, mate, I don't think I want to fight with you because you are quite daunting. Trees, stumps, and also on rocks. His camouflage is fantastic. He is unbelievably fast. I'll tell you a little secret. If he was warm and I put him on the ground, there's no way this Oompa Loompa would catch him. Besides his speed and his camouflage, his skin, it feels beautiful and soft, but it's in fact quite tough, so any animal planning on eating him will want to have a pretty sharp set of chompers. Now, another thing about goannas is when they poke their tongue out, they've got a long forked tongue like a snake. And they'll poke out that tongue and wiggle the forks around, and in this guy's case, if there's insects over there, he'll pick up the smell and go, breakfast is over here, let's go. Now I'm going to bring this guy around. I'll do the handling because, you were sound asleep, literally. Now guys, Alice, the Spencer monitor, will use this super duper any minute now when you wake up, long tongue, to find any animal that's died of old age. We'll go and clean up the mess in the bush. Her skin is exactly the same colour as the dirt where she lives. And if we approach her in the bush, there it is, there's a tongue. We approach her in the bush, she'd puff her body up. Do you really want to have a go? And can you guys see what her weapon might be? Her tail. She uses her tail like a baseball bat. She'll go crack. And while you're sitting on, what happens, grab these big muscly legs and be out of here. Now, even if you weren't fast enough to catch her, you'd want to have some seriously sharp teeth to get through their skin, because her skin's as tough as the leather on my boots. Now, these guys, when they're awake, regularly, she's not going to do it now because she's asleep, they'll pop up on their back legs and have a look what's going in the distance. Go, oh, what are the birds doing 3 kilometres away? And go and suss it out. Now, I'm going to bring Alice around. You can touch her tail, touch her claws. Just don't grab her on the head because she'll think that you have intentions to eat her. Now, where she lives out in the middle of nowhere, most predators come from above. I've just woken her up and pulled her out. She's, look at those lights, look at those lights, look at all the people going, which one are you? If you have been eating breakfast that happens to have meat on it, that's probably don't put the thing. Luckily, he doesn't have ears to hear me speak about him like this. So I'm going to throw him around your neck, put his head on your hands, turn around so all the punch. Yeah, see how you can grab him there. I'm going to put him out there, big fella. You got it? Grab it. Grab it with your hand.
Yeah, he said it to me, it's a shingle back. That one. I think, yeah, right.
They
Can you still feed it?
stay in the
Like we said, when a lizard the
container for.
if they...
Oh, look at that, Ellie.
black, black head.
Oh, this is Tasha.
That's that one.
Yeah, that's her.
Funny, it's a bit of a spaz.
That's a
I like
Tia.
I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, but this body sort of keeps climbing up and falling over. I think.
The Reptile Expo is so cool.
About it.
The lizards amazing. That's 300.
That's really big, actually.
Where's your money?
Look up at python.
They even got a snake pet. They even got a snake pet. Guess what? Dad? Guess what? I know what. Guess what? Reptile or baby was on me. That was on me.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Get it. So.
It's on my shoulder.
Yes,
Did you see it? Did you see me holding permit?
yes, I hope so.
It's like I want to get out right now. Let me out. What's that? That one is foreign.
Got to be adults when you do it. You can't do it with babies like this.
When are they out? We've got one that's one.
Yeah. So they'll start going to sleep now through winter. You could turn that's how you save a bit of money if you keep a lot of reptiles. You turn all the lights off, bugs and greens and that in the wild, so they just eat whatever.
Okay.
So spiders, scorpions. Yeah, they're pretty.
Oh my.
Not so happy right now.
He's gone. Get tips away from me. Remember? Hello. Oh. I really want to sleep. So cute. Wow. So cool. Snake. Snakes.
Yeah.
Carpet python.
$10.